Hi guys, Calvin here. I just want to show you my pets. They have free reign in the apartment here. They come out when it's warmer. Right now it's about 8 o'clock at night. It's a cool April night. When it's chilly like this, see, it's kind of gray and wet outside. Yeah, they're very few. Marty Aversa would squash this one if he could. He's just a bad guy. But there's one. Usually, like if it gets warmer, if it's warm tomorrow, they'll be all over the place. So I really have to keep things clean. I don't see any around right now. They climb all over the place. Now I like having them because in some cultures in Asia, from what I understand, they consider them good luck if you have black ants in your house or whatever. So I'm going to go along with that idea. And plus I like them. I like all creatures, big and small. I love insects. But right now that's the only one I can find. There was a whole bunch out today, and around noon. So when I got home late in the afternoon, they're pretty much all gone. So wherever they go back to, their little cubby hole where the queen is. This one's looking around for, I guess, a late night snack. So I have to keep things really clean, or else they'll swarm everywhere. They swarm everywhere anyway, no matter what you do. One thing I can't do is leave water like this in the sink, or like any food out. Sometimes I'll leave like vegetable scraps in there. They'll just be swarming in there, and it's tough to get them out, and I squash them inevitably. I try not to. If I leave the water out here, if I get up in the morning, one or two will be drowned in there, and I don't want to see that. Marty Aversa, he doesn't care. He'll do that. But I will not leave water out. So I try to keep the place clean. So there was a whole bunch on the table today at lunch too. It's a little too much clutter for me. This is Marty Aversa's clutter. But generally, like for instance, I have some leftover food here. I try to cover it so they don't swarm in it. But if they get in there and have a bite, that's no problem. I don't really care. Yeah, really. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, they're on the floor. I have to watch out where I step. I love my little pets, my ant colony. So I'll just show you more when they come out. So there's only two out right now. That guy and that guy. Or lady, whatever they are. I guess they're drones. I don't know what they are. He's crawling away pretty fast. They're all about this size. Sometimes a big one. Sometimes there's big black ones that come out. And another thing I noticed, like if one, accidentally gets killed or gets drowned, or I step on it accidentally, what I'll do is I'll put it here. I'll just put it on the counter. Well, first of all, if I find one drowned, I'll fish it out, and then I'll set it down on the counter, and I try to revive it. A lot of times, if I get them in time, they look dead, but they're not really. It takes about an hour. They come back to life slow, they get their bearings, and off they go. But if one is really dead, I set it back here, and then I'll leave, and then when I come back, it's gone. So they come and take it. So I don't know what they do with their dead. Whether they cremate or bury. Cremation's probably the best. But they're gone, they're taken. So that's kind of cool. They clean up their dead. This guy, I don't know what he's on. He's a scout looking for late night chow probably again. But okay, well, we'll see some more tomorrow. See, I left this spoon out. There's some stuff on there they probably like. I don't know what it is. Maybe I was stirring. There might be sweet honey on there. But yeah, so they come out. So a bunch of them have come out in the last hour. Yeah, they love the cutting boards. I try to keep them clean, but they gotta eat. So if I need to do something like chop vegetables or get them out of the way, if they're in the way and I don't want to harm them, I just start banging things. So if I start banging things, they scatter. See, I just bang. See, then they scurry. Then I can get them out of the way so they're out of harm's way. So I'll take the spoon, I'll take this knife. There's foodstuffs on them. I'll just put them in the sink and clean them. Yeah, so they come and go. It's getting a little warmer out. It stopped raining outside. Tomorrow there's going to be a lot. So I don't know, this guy's cleaning his chops. They do that a lot. And once in a while, I'll see like a big one and a small one, like facing each other. And their mandibles are like touching each other. I don't know what they do. They're communicating or something, or sharing something. But I'll try to find that. But I love my little ants. Good night, guys, girls. Good morning, precious. See, they all come out. My little pets. See, they love. See, I didn't clean these spoons. There was honey on that spoon. They love honey. Well, you know, they gotta take something back for the queen. Hi, my precious. I'll let them clean it off. That's less cleaning I have to do. Yeah, see, the only problem is a lot of times I'll see them in the sink, and then one of them goes down there. That happened last year. So I had to save him. So he fell in there, he was drowning. So I went in there and I took the trap off and I managed to save him. So what I do, I forgot to put these in there. Put that in there just for safety's sake. You know, in case I have to do the dishes and I want them to skedaddle. I go ahead and put that in there so none of them get sucked down. I'll let them clean that spoon off. That's some good nutrients for them. It's a sad day here. I have some plants growing here that were dying, that I had to grow roots on. I found that one of my little pets here, looks like he got caught up in the water here. They do this occasionally. There's nothing I can do. So maybe he's still alive. I don't know how long he's been in there. Could have been days. So what I'll do is I'll lay him out here. Maybe he'll revive. I like to set them up in an upright position. They seem to come around better. Let's see if I can get him. If he's in there just a couple hours, he might come back to life. I don't know. So I'll lay him down like this. And a lot of times they do. Like 9 times out of 10, if I find them in water, I want to get them out of the water here. I want to dry him out. There we go. So he's kind of upright. So he may start coming around. If he's really deceased, then his family members will come and get him later. But let's come back a little later and see if he's starting to come around. Like his antenna will start to wiggle and everything. But if he's far gone, then there's no hope. But we'll check back on him. Yeah, his family members are just scouting for food. They don't know he's there yet. But let's come back and see what happens. This is unbelievable, but I see a little movement in one of his legs. This is a miracle. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you see it there? He's moving. There's some neurotransmitting going on here, folks. Or it's just maybe, like a frog's leg will jump if it's dead. Something like that. There's still electricity in it. I don't know. This is hopeful. I'm going to blow on. Sometimes I blow on them a little just to dry them. And I get some response too. So let's see what happens. I'm going to move him around a little. That's what I do too, to get him more in an upright position. I do see a leg moving. So I don't know how long he was in that water, but there's still hope for this guy. There. Something's happening here. He's coming round. This is unbelievable. This is what I see a lot of times. They're in the water for God knows how long. Then I fish them out. And then, you know, they get everything back together. And it takes a while, you know, to get their bearings. But it's like Lazarus here. Here he's really coming around. I helped him out a little. I like to get them in the upright position. He's still wet. He's still a little wet and soggy. So I'll let him be. It looks like he's coming around. I'm blowing on him a little, just to dry him out. But let's come back in about 5 or 10 minutes. This is amazing. He came back. Oh no, he didn't come back. Somebody came and got him. This is unreal. So one of his family members came, a big guy, came and is helping him or taking him. I've never seen this before. He came across him when he was still coming around. So I know he knows he's not dead, of course. He's not going to go like Soylent Green and feed him to the babies. He knows he's alive. He's helping him come around. I never saw this before. Look, he turned them around. Their faces are facing each other. Wow, he's really helping them. He's got to be helping them. What's he doing with them? He's going down into the sink. I don't want him to go down there. I'm gonna have to bang a little to get them out. Well, I don't know why he's taking them down there. Because down there's the hole. Oh, he fell down. What is this guy doing? He's ruining everything. Doesn't he know what's going on here? He dropped them. He dropped him down behind the bowl. He's getting squashed down there. What's happening here? I'm confused. Alright, there he is down there. His buddy dropped him. He was coming around. There's his buddy. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe an enemy? I don't think so. I think they're from the same family. He was trying to help him, but he dropped him. But at least this guy's coming around. I want to get him up on here. So I got to get him without hurting him. Maybe I'll just let him come around down there. So he's on the bottom of the sink. So he's still coming around. His buddy was trying to help him or drag him off. I don't know. But he's definitely coming around from being almost drowned. Completely. And this guy, I don't know what his deal is. He's kind of big. See, most of them are this size. But once in a while you get one coming out like this big and bigger. And I don't know who they are. I don't know, you know, I kind of know a lot about ants and their colonies and what's what. You know, there's all kind of soldiers and there's drones and whatnot. But this guy down there, he's still coming around. I like to get him out because there's danger down there because the sinkhole, I don't have a screen in the sinkhole on this side. So there's danger. Danger. So I got to get him out of there. So maybe he can grab my finger. I don't want to squash him, of course. I can use, you know what, these pots and pans are clean. Oh, shoot. These pots and pans are clean. Let me go ahead and, good, he didn't get squashed. Man, this is dangerous. His buddy screwed everything up. I had everything going nice. I gotta get the screen in there just in case. Let me clean everything out here. Gingerly. So let me clean everything out. I'm gonna get a screen. Gotta watch that knife there. Gotta watch that knife. Okay, I gotta get everything out. There's mandrel for my juicer. Okay, I gotta get a screen in there. I gotta get the screen in there. There's danger. There's danger right there. I've seen him fall down in there before. And in the state he's in, it's not a good thing. He could just tumble over there and fall in. So let's get a screen in. But now I can easily get him out. So I'm gonna get Gonna get that butter knife I used to fish him out of the water. So let's see if I can't just get him. He's definitely coming around a little more. I gotta do this carefully. There, see? His legs are wiggling. He's still not all there, but he's alive. He's gonna be coming around. I want to get him out of this crevasse. I gotta get him out of this thing. Now he's getting upright. There he is. There he is. Nice. Ooh, I didn't mean to drop him there. Sorry, buddy. Alright, he's getting upright. His legs are coming around. He's still not all together there. But he's coming. He's coming. He's still getting his bearings. Man, I guess when you're waterlogged like that, it's amazing how they come back around. But I think he's good. I think he's going to be okay. He's still not there altogether. But the more he moves, the more he's burning up energy and getting rid of that excess water in him. Oh, here comes this guy. I don't know what his deal is. I don't want him around. He's messing up with everything. I'm gonna send him home. There, he's scattering. He's heading for the hills. Get out of here. Go. Yeah, all right, he's gone. So let this guy come around in peace. Maybe his brother there meant well. But I don't know what he was trying to do. But this guy, I don't need to do much. I just want to spur him on a little. His antenna. A lot of times when they're done coming round, his legs caught on the knife. Come on. There. Okay, he's crawling around. That's good. He's crawling around. That's really good. A lot of times, like, their antenna will start going back and forth. Once they're really coming around, I got to get his legs out of there. I want him to crawl off the end of that knife. There we go. See, he can't right himself good. So I'm just going to leave him right there. That's all I'm going to do. His head is still laying down on the ground. His antennae aren't moving. So his body's definitely coming around. I think he'll be able to lift his head up. His cephalothorax right there between his head and his body. There's no movement there. There's got to be electricity going down from his head down into his abdomen and his midsection there. But I know they really survive, once the head starts coming up and the antennas start moving back and forth. That's not happening right now. So he's still trying to get his bearings. But the head, man, is just laying there. It's just like he's nothing happening, But I know that he's going to come around. I've seen this before. I have to check that, anything, because I have a couple vases with bamboo in them, but they're in the other room. They don't really venture off into the other rooms. The kitchen is their main area because that's where the chow is, and that's where the entrance to their burrow is, or their hive. It's somewhere behind the corner over there. But I do have to watch these open water things like this here. See, I shouldn't be leaving this here because, invariably they get in there. So I'll clean that up pretty soon. And I have to remember to leave these screens in both of the drains, when I'm not around. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, his head is still down. We'll come back in a couple minutes. All right, a couple minutes have gone by, and his head is up. His antenna is starting to move. There's some good signs here. Yeah, his head is no longer laying down. His mandibles are now kind of like holding his head up. His head is still down. He's not fully coming around, but there's good signs. His abdomen is kind of just laying sideways. That's not a good sign. Here comes somebody. I don't know what his deal is. I'll let him come over and see if he wants to help out, but I think this guy, he's coming around. We'll just see what's happening here. So his legs are twitching. His abdomen is down at a weird angle. It's just resting on the side, the back end. His head is up at least. It's not laying down like it was. Man, I hope he comes around. This is unbelievable. I really have high hopes for this little guy. Again, I can't be watching every place. I could be stepping on him sometimes. I have to watch where I step. My intention is not to squash them or anything like that. I have to watch the water. They're kind of everywhere. Sometimes I just can't help it. I might sit on one. They're on the chairs, but I'm trying to be careful. Let's check back in a little bit with this guy. Every time I come back, there's a little more activity. Alright, he's changed position. So he's been moving around a little. His head is up more. His antennae are kind of squared, holding his head up. But he's still struggling. Sometimes I blow on them a little. It stimulates them and it gets them to start moving a little. So I'll blow on them. See, yeah, when I blow on them a little, it's like they come around a little. His head's up. His abdomen's still not looking good in the back. Maybe that just absorbs the most water. I don't know. Just blowing on them lightly. Sometimes, maybe it helps them to increase their muscle activity. So all his joints and his legs are starting to move more. His head is up. His rear legs are starting to move a little. The right rear leg is just kind of dead. And that's the side that his abdomen's resting on too. So he's definitely coming around. We'll check back. Blessed be. Okay, his right rear leg now is coming up. It's coming round. It raised up a little. His abdomen is more straight. At least his right rear leg, at least all of his legs now are kind of twitching. Oh, here comes this guy again. I don't know what his deal is. He's a big guy. Let's see if he comes over. Let's see what he does. If he comes over, that's fine. I like to see their interactions. I know he doesn't mean any harm. At least I don't think he does. Yeah, he wouldn't harm him. Well, these two. Yeah, I don't know what their deal is. Like they I see this a lot. Like a big one and a small one. They kind of share notes. They touch their mandibles together. But it looks like these guys are just looking for food or whatever. That's what they're all doing out here, I guess. Anyway. So this little guy, let's see if he comes across his sick buddy here, his injured pal. I don't know, he's looking for food too. Watch that water, pal. Danger down there. Oh, here comes that big guy again. Yeah, they follow their chemical trails, I know, their scent trails. They're all over. Look at, they're coming out. Something's going on. They're hungry. Yeah, these two guys. So let's see what's going on over here. The sink, I see a lot of activity around the sink. There's a lot of chow, little food scraps going on. But let's see what's happening here. So let's see what's happening. It's definitely, that abdomen's not looking good. I don't like the looks of it. It's kind of just laying there, and it's on its side. So maybe the abdomen just takes the most stress when they're drowned. Hopefully you can get it up and start moving it around. We'll give him more time. We'll give him all the time he needs. I'm not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. We'll check back on him. But anyways, family members are scurrying about, looking for food. I also noticed that his left front leg is kind of like folded in and not moving. It's kind of stuck underneath him. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like a wing sticking up over there. See, it looks like a little wing, but it's not. It's just like it's stuck underneath him. He can't get it out. So that's the left front leg. So I don't know what's happening here. He's got to get that leg out. I don't know if it's damaged. Oh, the abdomen looks like it's coming a little more upright now too. Sometimes I'll with the leg I'll try to help him, but I'll just let him be. He's definitely coming around. His head's up. He's getting his bearings. You know, on the right side, all of his legs are up. They're twitching. There's movement. His left legs are all looking good except the left front. It's kind of like folded underneath them. Maybe he can get it out. We'll just let him go. Check back. All right, little fella. So I don't know what's happening with that left front leg. Oh, there it is there. I think that's it. It got cut off. The bottom part of the left cut leg when he fell down the crevasse here. I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't know how it got cut off there. It is, that's the leg. So he's got a missing leg. That's the leg there, I'm pretty sure. No, that's not. It looks a little too big. No, that's not it. It will be smaller. Okay, I don't know what the deal is with his left front leg. It's missing. It's cut off. He's got like a stub. You know, I think he can still live. He's coming round. You know, he's definitely coming round. But he's just not going to have the use of that left front leg. At least he's alive. Maybe he has antlers. He's cleaning himself with the right front leg. But the left front leg, I think it's gone. I think he just has a stub there. So maybe it's floating in the water. I don't know where he lost it. But he can still live. I'm assuming he can still contribute to the group. He can get around. As long as he can get around and function, he's moving around. At least he has life. Here's his buddy. So I don't know what their interaction is about now. This is interesting. This guy came around, he's checking him out, seeing what's going on. He might know something's wrong with him. No, he let him be. No, he's checking him out. This big guy's kind of helping him. You know, I don't know what their communication is about. The injured guy, he's kind of still not with it. His legs are all messed up. Well, the one leg. He's just kind of standing up right now. He's trying to get his bearings. No, but he's crawling. He's crawling around. His big friend here. Alright, so he's got life at least. Yeah, he's got life. That's good. He survived. At least he survived. Alright, he's just got a stump for a left front leg, I think. No, I don't know. It's still there. It's folded underneath. I see it. This is crazy. His left front leg is there. I could see it. But he can't get it unlocked. So maybe he will. He's coming around. Let me get this stuff out of here so we can see. Yeah, but I don't want him on this tray. It's real sticky. There's oil on there. So I want to, well, as long as he doesn't get in that oil, he'll get stuck in there. But that left front leg is not cut off. I could see in there. You could see it tucked back. You see it there? Yeah, it's almost like he's got it tucked in there. It's like locked there. Well, at least he didn't lose it. So maybe it'll become unlocked once his nervous system comes around. He's definitely coming around. I have high hopes for this guy yet. Yeah, he's working on things. He's definitely coming around. I'm happy. Yeah, his antenna, he's cleaning his antenna. He's got to get that leg out. I don't know why it's locked like that. But there's life coming back to this guy, definitely. Wow. Let's check back in a little bit.